See, it's Steve Whitty here with another video. Currently enjoying just currently the rest of the week off work. Weather in the UK is absolutely gone bonkers. It's almost as it feels like summer, let alone spring. I know in London they've had record temperatures of 21 degrees Celsius. So once I've done the video and done a few little chores, I'm off to enjoy the sunshine. This video is another recent listens video, and this is focusing on CDs I've been listening to recently. Do purchase CDs, a lot of the VC do, so I don't think there's anything wrong in actually showing off what I've been listening to. If you hunt around, there are some pretty half decent finds you can get out there. As I think hopefully this video will show to everyone. So the first CD I'm going to show you is the best of Richie Havens, and this came out in 2000. And this is part of what's known as the Millennium Collection. There was a whole raft of artists. Now, I am aware of the name Richie Havens purely because I know he was the first. He opened Woodstock, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but never really heard any of his music. So to find this, I was more than happy to pick it up and give it a listen, and I quite enjoyed it. I can't really, as I've never really listened to him before, I can't really say if it's the best or whatever. I do notice that towards the end there's a couple of Beatles cover, Lady Madonna and Strawberry Fields Forever. But you know, I'm glad I picked it up. All these CDs I picked up, I didn't pay anything more than 99 pence. Some I paid even less. At 99 pence, even though I've got the album on vinyl, I wasn't going to say no to this. Are You Experienced? Jimi Hendrix Experience, debut album 1967. I think this is a reissue that came out in 1992, I believe. I can read it properly. Obviously you got the album on there, but you got some bonus tracks on there. There's not really much you can say about this album. A good debut album should be a statement of intent, and when you hear the opening track, Foxy Lady, yes, you get that statement of intent by Hendrix. It's just a great opener. The album's great as well. It's just classic late 70s rock. Sorry, late 60s rock. Apologise for that. But pioneering at as well, the guitar playing. It's not enough, you know. I think everything's been said about Hendrix. I'm not really going to add any more about his style and his ability. But you got the tracks, Foxy Lady, Stone 3, Fire is on here. Got Hey Joe and Purple Haze are on here as well, and the Gwyn Cries Mary. It's just, as I said, for 99 pence, I wasn't going to say no to that. Again, this is a bit unusual. You can apologise for the glare a little bit here. This is Captain Beefheart. This is a compilation called A Carrot is as Close as a Rabbit Gets to a Diamond. And this came out in 1993, part of the Virgin Universal series. They did with a lot of their back catalogue at that point. I'm not really that familiar with Captain Beefheart, to be honest. There you go. You can see my computer screen there. So I don't really know what period this is from. I take it this is post Telemachus replica. That's all I know about it. I quite enjoyed it. Some of it was a bit over my head, but it makes me actually want to see if I can find any more Captain Beefheart. Probably it's going to have to be CD. I think the vinyl. Somebody did lend me a copy of Lick My Decals, which I found a bit heavy going, but I suppose if I stick around, I'm sure I'll get into it. Foo Fighters, Echo, Silence, Patience and Grace from 2007. It's just good Foo Fighters album on here. We got Pretender, Long Road to Ruin. I particularly enjoyed the video, which was sort of a Mickey take of American soap operas. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It's typical fare from the Foo Fighters. They don't really make a bad record, bad album. So yeah, I was happy to have that. So slowly built that up. I think I went for a period where I just downloaded stuff, and there's a little bit of a gap where I didn't buy anything physical. So if I see anything and it come up cheap, I'll take a punt on it. One of these albums I found for 40 pence at my local reuser CDs. Joni Mitchell Blue. I hadn't got a copy, not even on vinyl. So to find this, and I just thought, rather than wait for a half decent vinyl copy, I'd pick this up. Released in 1971, probably her classic album in my eyes. I haven't really got that much Joni Mitchell, so in a way, I'm trying to plug a few gaps in my collection here. My Old Man, Blue, This Flight Tonight, KCU, Last Time I Saw Richie. These are just classic songs there. So really pleased to pick that up. And also in the same batch, I managed to find a copy of the follow-up for the Roses, which came out in 1992. It's probably better if I do it that side. And it's just as good on there. Let the Wind Carry Me for the Roses. Blonde is in the Bleachers. There's some really nice songs on here. Again, if we'll see copies of Joni Mitchell albums, be it CD or be it vinyl, I'll plug the gaps. There's a big gap to be filled. You have a quick slurp. Now, not everything I pick up is great. It is classed as an amazing classic album or whatever. But I saw this, again, it was 40 pence. I thought I'd give it a punt. This is Ozzy Osbourne, and it's cool. It's the undercover CD. And as you probably gathered, it's an album full of covers. And he does, there's a few Beatles songs on there. Particularly was John Lennon was his hero. So he's done as well as In My Life. He's done Working Class Hero, and also done Woman as well. Other songs he's covered Sympathy for the Devil, Mississippi Queen, Rocky Mountain Way, All the Young Dudes. It's just typical cover album fare. It doesn't really bring anything new, apart from the fact he's just done an Aussie style. Next, Raconteurs, Broken Boy Soldiers from 2006. Loved this album when it first came out at the time. As I said, this is one I brought as a download. Hands is my favourite track on here. I just think that's just a great song. But see, they're back together now. I've got the follow-up, but never managed to get a physical copy of this album. So I'm really pleased to find this. So I'm pleased to see they're back together. Hopefully they might get round to gig in the UK. This is Saint Etienne's Tiger Bay. Now this is the 1996 reissue where they changed the album cover art. Again, it's just a classic album of that period. Sarah Cracknell's voice shines through on here. I'm just thinking some of the songs on here. He's on the phone, on the shore, Boy Scouts of America. Just really good. It's a good dance album. So it takes a choice. Why they changed the album art cover, I don't know, because I have somewhere, I believe, when I got the original somewhere. So I need to dig that out. And as I say, you go around trawling the charity shops and you just think, well, you go, look, you never know what you can find. And for 99 pence, to find the four, and this is Code Selfish. And this is the album that came out in 1992 on the Fontana label. It was a bit of a shock. because on Discogs it's worth actually quite a lot more. Not that the value ever comes into it when I buy anything, and it's just great. I mean, there's a lot of full albums out there. I'm never going to have a lot, but I've recently picked up over the past few months at least about half a dozen in charity shops, which was quite surprised. But you know, I ain't going to say no to it. Yeah, Mikey Smith. It's almost coming up to 12 months since he passed away, and you know, it's look, listening to it now, you get the humour in some of this. There is on this is an original. When they reissued it, there was a version of the Dozy Beacon Mitten Titch Legend of Xanadu, which I heard online. It's just absolute. I might want to get hold of that to see if just for that on its own. And as mentioned sometimes in previous videos, you go down the reusers and they sometimes sell CDs for 40p. And I found this in their Black Flag at My War from 1983. I have never really heard Black Flag. I'm aware of them, partly because of the Henry Rollins. I'm aware of Henry Rollins. So this really was my first listen to them. I quite enjoyed it. I know they're a very influential punk band. So yeah, I was really pleased to find that, and it makes me want to actually see if I can find more. I doubt I'll get anything as good as for 40p, mind. And likewise, I found this for 40p. This is the Boo Radleys. Everything All Right Forever from 1992. This is a great psych album. Lots of crashing guitars. It's a million miles away from when they released Wake Up Boo, which was their attempt at being pop artists. And this is probably more representative of what the Boo Radleys were. Yeah, I was really pleased to find that. And I really enjoyed it. And if you haven't heard it, it's worth checking out this early stuff, Boo Radley stuff. A band that I've started getting into recently is Daft Punk. Now, if I see a CD there, I'll pick it up. This is Human After All, which came out in 2005, and I really like this. A lot more, I suppose. There's more guitar on it, and as I said, they play the guitar on it. I found it a very harder sounding album, and all the more enjoyable for it. And you know, I do actually. I've found myself in recent years getting more into sort of dance stuff, whereas about 10, 15, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, I'd have just dismissed it. Just slowly getting into it and actually enjoying it for what it is. I suppose that's the beauty of collecting music. Your tastes, as you change, you evolve. You pick up on new things and discover things that you let pass you by. Final CD in this batch is Telemachus Twisted. This came out in 1995. I really liked the band when they were at their peak. Justin Curry's vocals really good. It's a really good rocking record actually, with a hint of folk. They do have a social comment on it. Best known tracks on here were the singles Here and Now, and probably Roll For Me, which was a minor hit for them in the US, with its video where they were all had their heads superimposed on babies' bodies. Yeah, I really actually enjoyed this album. I actually might give it another spin next couple of days. So I was pleased to pick that up. So there you go, VC. Those are my CDs I've been listening to. Hope you liked what I've shown you. If you're new to the channel and you like what you've seen, click on the subscribe button. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Love the interaction. Feel free to leave a comment as well. I will get back to you. So as I say, I'm going to enjoy this good weather while it lasts. I think it's going to get a little bit cooler in the next few days. So until the next time, VC, take care of yourselves, keep spinning, more importantly, keep smiling.